A third lot of singles to unbox. Ahoy everybody, and welcome to the third in this series of videos unboxing an eBay auction win. So it was 2 auctions by the same seller. He had 4 listed. I bid on 2 of them and won 2 of them. Each of them contain 100 70s and 80s singles, 100 times 70 singles, 70s 80s job lot collection. Between them, so 200 in total I won. 47.73 including postage and packaging, so just under 24p a single. I've unboxed, they've come packaged in roughly 50s, so I've unboxed the first 2. Some interesting stuff in them, a few classics, a lot of stuff I've never heard of, nearly all 70s rather than 80s. Yeah, very interesting. So let's try this third lot. Okay, so without any more ado, we have Gordon Lightfoot with Daylight Katie, backed with Hangdog Hotel Room on Warner Brothers. Not familiar with this song. We had Gordon Lightfoot in a previous, I think it was in the last video, and as I mentioned there, I'm aware of him, don't really know him or don't really know his music. That's in very good condition. Another Rita Coolidge. We had Rita previously as well. This is Words, which is her version of her Bee Gees song, backed with Southern Lady on A&M. And as I mentioned then, the only Rita Coolidge I really know is All Time High from Octopussy. Again, looks in very good condition. On Areola, we have Jonathan King, Gloria, backed with Mental Diseases. There's been a lot of Jonathan King and related in these, but all the previous ones have been on, as far as I'm aware anyway, unless he was hiding it on some of the others, on his UK label. On CBS we have the Sutherland Brothers, Easy Come Easy Go, backed with On the Rocks. Again, I know the name, can't say I'm familiar with the songs. Yeah, again needs a clean, but otherwise looks very good. We have on Mca Rick Nelson from 1972, and which is the A side? Do wish they would say. Not sure. So we've got Garden Party and So Long Mama. Not aware of, familiar with Rick Nelson but not his music. Jackson Brown, Stay, backed with Rosie on Asylum Records in an Asylum sleeve. These are good clean, but don't look too bad. Again, Jackson Brown I'm aware of, don't really know his music. On Polydor we've got Our Kid, You Just Might See Me Cry, backed with I Can't Live Without You. Again, there's something nagging me that that might be a pseudonym for somebody, but I might be wrong. On Bell we have David Cassidy. This is an EP by the looks of it, because it plays at 33 1/3. The A side is I Am a Clown, and B side has got some kind of a summer and Song for a Rainy Day. Not familiar with any of those songs. Bit scratch, should be okay. Dennis Waterman with the Dennis Waterman Band, I Could Be So Good For You, backed with Nothing At All. on EMI. I think Mum's got this single up in my loft. There's a bit of a myth about this song. It is credited to Waterman and Kenny. So it's from this, really, although it has applied to later theme tunes, but this is sort of where it stemmed, that he would write the sing the theme tune, as Little Britain would put it. But the Waterman who wrote this was actually his wife at the time, whose name I can't remember, her first name, but it wasn't him. Oh, nice. Blondie. Hanging on my telephone, backed with Will Anything Happen? Both from Parallel Lines, which I have. But nice to have a single. Not in great condition. A bit cracked. But the A-side, Hanging on my telephone, should play alright. Picture sleeve, another Rod Stewart. I had Rod Stewart picture sleeve in the last one. Tonight I'm Yours, Don't Hurt Me, backed with Sunny from 1981. Tonight I'm Yours, I know. I think. On Reaver. Again, still not a period of Rod Stewart I'm overly keen on. On Carrera Records, Dollar, Shooting Star, backed with Talking About Love. Yes, familiar with Shooting Star. When was this? Was this 80? Oh no, 78, blimey. Yeah, that's in very good condition. Another picture sleeve, and we have Nick Lowe. I Love the Sound of Breaking Glass. Excellent, happy to have that. Backed with They Called It Rock. I do have Different for Girls as well in a picture sleeve that I picked up in a charity shop. So that's the only two Nick Lowe I own. B-side, They Called It Rock, is with Rockpile. A good two to have, and somebody I will pick up more stuff from. No sleeve on this one. Just in a PVC sleeve. Donny and Miri Osmond, Take Me Back Again. A-side is Deep Purple. Looks in good condition though. On Pie Records we have Joe Dolan. If You Care a Little Bit About Me. That's a B-side. The A-side is Make Me an Island. Doesn't mean anything to me. But good condition. This is for Richard McCook. On CBS we have the Wombles with a Wombling Twist. Is the B-side. The A-side is Wombling White Ties and Tails from 1975. Yeah, a little scratched, needs a clean, but not too bad. Oh, and another one, Richard. We have the Womble Square Dance is a B-side. The A-side is Banana Rock. Again, bit scratched, needs a clean. On Atlantic we have Boney M, Children of Paradise, backed with Garda de Vida, which I'm presuming is in a Garda de Vida, their version of, on Atlantic. Should be interesting to hear. The Iron Butterfly song. D. Ingle. The credited writer. It's got to be in it, surely. On A&M, we have Rita Coolidge again. With Your Love Has Lifted Me Higher and Higher. The can't remember who did the original. It's Motown, isn't it? I can't remember who did it. And I Don't Want to Talk About It on my back, which I'm guessing is again the classic song, as covered by Rod Stewart, most famously probably. And Everything But the Girl. Somebody of that ilk. On Bell, we have A Partridge Family, Storybook Love, and Looking Through the Eyes of Love. Doesn't say which side is... Oh, does it? Yes, it does. Looking Through the Eyes of Love is the A side. Need to clean. Don't look too bad. David Norton, which I think, I'm 99% certain, making it is the A side. B side is still making it. It's from a TV series making it. I'm 99% certain that is David Norton, who was the lead in American Werewolf in London, and who I met a couple of years ago. I seem to recall him having a music career. Not in great condition, but not terrible. Michael Nesmith. Oh, this will be interesting. Rio, backed with Life the Unsuspecting Captive. So obviously he was one of the Monkees. Well-respected solo career. I'm not overly familiar with. This is on Island. Quite esoteric, I believe, is solo stuff. Okay. Well, we've got plenty of Jonathan King, so we might as well have some Gary Glitter as well. This is... which is the A side. It's on Bell. Doing Alright with the Boys. I bet he was. Backed with Good for No Good. Yeah, he certainly is that as well. Just needs a clean. We need to say any more about that, do we? We have Sugar Cane, Montego Bay, backed with Topsy Turvy on Areola Hansa. I've got a feeling, and I might just be basing this on the label, that it's reggae, but I might be wrong. Montego Bay was covered by somebody as well, wasn't it? On Thunderbird, okay, we have Freddie Starr, White Christmas, split over two sides. I'm guessing this is a comedy routine based on it then. Something I've never heard. I did like Freddie Starr a lot, particularly his anarchic performances or appearances on things like the Des O'Connor Show. Didn't even know he'd made a record. I mean, I know he sung, but I didn't know he'd made, a comedy record type record. Jim Stafford on MGM with My Girl Bill, backed with LA Mama. I think I'm vaguely aware of the song. The A side. Don't look in too bad condition. Rod Stewart again, going by the label. Yep. We have Killing of Georgie Parts 1 and 2, backed with Fall for You, 1976. This is a bit more the era that I like Rod Stewart. It's sort of a disco and early 80s era that I'm not mad on. It needs a clean, but it is just dirt by the looks of it. But Killing of Georgie, I do know. Split Ends, that's interesting. When was this? 79. Still just creeping into the 70s. This is on A&M, and this is I Got You. Backed with Double Happy. Not familiar with those songs. Obviously familiar with the band. Neil Finn, of course, in Split Ends, and his brother, whose name has just gone completely out of my head, but who also joined him in Crowded House. Tom's coming to my head, but I know it's not Tom, but I think it is a T. It'll flash it up on there. Supertramp on A&M. We have Give a Little Bit, backed with Downstream. Obviously I know Get a Little Bit, a classic single. Or Give a Little Bit rather, not Get a Little Bit. Yeah, that looks in good condition. On Fly, we have the theme from the Oneiden Line by John Keating conducting the London Symphony Orchestra. Backed with Taransay Lullaby, also by John Keating. I know the A side. It's been played a lot by the looks of it, but should be okay. Picture sleeve, we have the Bell Stars, who I like. It's Indian Summer, not a track I know. B-side is Sun Sun Sun. So this is definitely 80s. 1983. Sign of the Times I absolutely love. I think it's a great song. I love the guitar riff on it. It's on Stiff. Yeah, that looks very good. And Iko Iko was also a great song. So yeah, looking forward to hearing that one. I seem to recall a reissue of their album or albums recently. So if that's good, I might pick that up. MCA. This is Up My Boulevard. These are 4 tracks from Jesus Christ Superstar, which regular viewers may know is my favourite musical. So it's Everything's Alright and Superstar, and I Don't Know How to Love Him and Heaven on My Minds. This is an EP on plays 33 1/3. So I think these are the versions from the album, the original Jesus Christ Superstar album, which I do have. But yeah, really pleased to have that in there. Eagles, Hotel California, back to Pretty Maids All in a Row. So I have recently picked up the Hotel California album for my first listens to classic album series. So I'm guessing both of it, yeah, they're both from that album. Bit scratched on the B-side. On Rack we have Smokey with Needles and Pins and No One Could Ever Love You More. I'm guessing Needles and Pins is a cover of the Searchers song. Needs a Clean. But a little bit of a scratch. Otherwise okay. We have on Charisma Gary Shearston with I Get a Kick Out of You and Witnessing. Not familiar with. But it's Charisma, so it should be interesting. On MCA we have Don't Cry For Me Argentina, backed with Rainbow High by Julie Covington from Evita. I'm 99% certain I have this from a previous bundle I've bought. We have Frankie Valli with My Eyes Adored You, backed with Watch Where You Walk. Not familiar with those songs. Obviously familiar with Frankie Valli, but I can't say I'm a big fan. I don't like his falsetto, personally. Yeah, not in great condition. On Private Stock Records. Another Charisma one. Oh, Genesis. Follow You, Follow Me, backed with Ballad of Big. Regular viewers will know I have picked up most of Genesis albums lately. Both from And Then Mirror Free, which I do have. But nice to have that on single. John Paul Young, Love Is In The Air, backed with Won't Let This Feeling Go By. Another classic song. It's a bit cheesy, but I like it. Yeah, that looks in good condition. Might already have something nagging at me, but I've had that before. Shawaddy Waddy. You Got What It Takes, backed with Showboat. You Got What It Takes, I know. If it's... yeah, it is. It's the Motown song, so... I'm not familiar with Shawaddy Waddy's version of it, but I obviously know the original. That looks in good condition. On Arista. On EMI, the Wurzels with Springtime, and that's the B-side. The A-side is Farmer Bill's Cowman, which is their version of I Was Kaiser Bill's Batman. Or Batman, rather, not Batman. So not familiar with these, obviously familiar with the Wurzels. Mike Post's theme from the A-Team, backed with 6/24. Now, I was never allowed to watch the A-Team for some reason. Even though it was Saturday tea time viewing, I think my mum thought it was too violent for me and I wasn't allowed to watch it. So it's not something I've ever been into, but the A-Team theme is a classic bit of music. And this looks in excellent condition. On RCA. David Essex picture sleeve, Coming Home. Trying to guess the era just from a picture. Mid to late 70s? 76. Not bad. Yeah, Coming Home, B-side is Good Loving. Might recognise it when I hear it, because I know a fair bit of David Essex. Mum's a fan, and I've seen his stage show based on his songs. Actually, if all this madness in the world clears up by then, I bought Mum tickets to see him live in a proper show, proper concert in October, which I expect I'll be dragged along to. So he might play it then, you never know. Anyway. On RCA we have Perry Como with I Want to Give is the A side, and the B side is Beyond Tomorrow, which is a love theme from Serpico. Obviously, again, familiar with Perry Como, not with these songs. That looks in good condition though. Yeah, very good. Another picture sleeve. We have Melissa Moore with Fool's Paradise. Sorry, not Melissa Morgan, rather. There's a sticker over it and I've temporarily forgot her name. B-side is Getting to Know You Better. These are from the album Do Me Baby, whose title track is her cover of Prince's song Do Me Baby. I so wish that this was Do Me Baby. I do have on CD, just the track, not the whole album, on a compilation of Prince covers. But yeah, it'll be interesting to hear this, because I liked her voice, and that's in good condition on Capitol. On CBS we have Chicago with Baby What a Big Surprise, backed with Taking It On Uptown. Don't know these songs. I've never been a huge fan of Chicago. They weren't particularly big over here, apart from a couple of songs, and they've been a bit too AOR for my taste. Looks in good condition though. New Seekers. I want to go backed with The World Belongs to Me. Don't mean anything to me. Obviously I know the New Seekers. A little bit scratched. Couple more. So for this 70s and 80s set we have from 1997 Peter Andre with Natural and the Natural Unplugged on the B-side. This is on Mushroom Records, his Australian label, so this might even predate his UK success. It's in very good condition, I'll give it that. I lied, a couple more I think. picture sleeve for Roxette with Church of Your Heart. I'm sure I will recognise when I hear it, but it's not leaping out at me. But the B-side is a Roxette Mega Mix with all their big singles mixed together, so I will know that. I don't mind Roxette. I've never been a particular favourite of mine, but I've always quite liked their songs. So, again, this isn't 80s either, is it? This is 1991. And then this is finally another picture sleeve, another David Essex, City Lights, coupled with Saint Amy. And when's this from? This is 76 as well. This must be the same album. Yeah, these are clean but in good condition on CBS. Okay, so that's part 3. One more to go. Another interesting batch. A few classic tracks, some stuff I don't mind, some stuff I've never heard of, and some shit. So yeah, that's what I like about these. You never know what you're going to get, and it's always interesting then listening to them. Yeah, thank you for watching. Keep your eye out for the next part, and I'll see you on my next video. Like, comment and subscribe. Cheers. Bye.